Welcome back, I'm Danny the Dinosaur Drawer, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to draw the level 40 Dimetrodon from Jurassic World the Game. So yeah, get out your pencil and we'll get started. I'm using my Graph Gear 500 mechanical pencil. You can get this at most craft stores like AC Moore, Michaels, etc. So yeah, I'm just using that, and I'm using this eraser as well because as you can see the eraser on the back of this pencil was worn down almost completely. So yeah, let's get right into the drawing. So as I do in most of my videos, we're going to put an outline. So I know this is a highly requested one. I've already done one video on Dimetrodon, but it was just a regular one. This one's actually the one from the game, level 40. So this one will be extra epic. So right now we're putting an outline so we don't get any proportions wrong. Putting in the arms here, back legs, head over about there, and its tail. So yeah, basic outline, and then it's got that unicorn horn there. Now I'll just erase a little bit here. So yeah, Dimetrodon is a favorite for a lot of people because it shows up in almost every single dinosaur book, and I've liked it a lot since I was very young. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to actually start with the head. I'm actually going to erase a bit here, make it look less sloppy, and we'll start by putting in the jaw. So take one line up here. And this is going to be filled with teeth, so we might as well put the teeth in right away. So the secret to make teeth look more vicious is to make every other tooth a small tooth. So that way it looks more saw-like. So this jaw ends here. And there's this muscle here that opens and closes the jaw. We'll put in there. And I'll put in the basic... yeah, the bottom jaw. So put teeth on the far side first, and also the other muscle here on the other side. We'll shade that in, and now we'll put in the teeth on this side. And I'll put the line here with the other side of the top jaw, which we failed to put in, but now I will put in the teeth. Like so. It's got a very thick bottom jaw for an amphibian. The thing is, it's actually in the game they classify it as a meat eater, so that's kind of weird. It really, I think they should have put it in the amphibian section. Made it an amphibian, so. Yeah, right now I'm going to put in the unicorn spike, as the Gaming Beaver, another YouTuber, calls the level 40 Dimetrodon the unicorn wizard. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard him call the level 40 Dimetrodon that. So right now we're going to put in the unicorn horn. It's got like a weird shape to it. Speaking of other YouTubers, Beanie Draws is other YouTuber who inspired me to start my channel. Just hit 10,000 subscribers, so he's a really cool YouTuber. He draws dinosaurs as well and is very talented. Definitely the best dinosaur drawer on YouTube. And yeah, so if you haven't checked out his channel, I highly recommend you do so. So I'm just going to give some shading to the horn. And I'll give the eye a bigger brow ridge. So yeah, now we can put in the eyeball to give it some more life. I'll put some shading around here. One weird thing about the Dimetrodon is that its lips are all white, so all around the lip area is a pale color, which gives it a more fearsome look, if you will. So the nose will be right about there. We'll put in some basic shading, and now we can put in some scales if you guys are up to it. Very lightly though, because in this reference image I'm using, you can barely see the scales. They're very light. But the most important thing is the shading, really. Like in some of the other creatures from the Jurassic World game, the scales are more important. So I don't know if you guys heard about the new dinosaur discovery. I bet you guys have, of the, I think it was found in a mine shaft or something. I only read a little bit of the article, but yeah, very cool ankylosaur type dinosaur just recently discovered. So that's pretty cool. I always like it when there's a new discovery, because it means there's still fossils out there that they haven't dug up all of the dinosaurs yet. So yeah, that looks pretty good for the head. Just gonna touch it up a tiny bit more. And now we can head on to the neck. So the neck is very thick and has these spikes coming out of the bottom, which is a pretty cool feature. The neck hangs very low. I'll give it some more shading here. This is not really shading, actually, it's more like texture lines. That's what I prefer to call it. Put in the shoulder blade here. So now I'm going to make sure that sail outline is right. That's about the right size there. So yeah, I'm going to proceed to work on the sail here. So the best thing to do is put the lines in that support the sail on the back of the Dimetrodon. So space them apart pretty even, so each one's evenly spaced out, and then sprouting out of each one's spike. Very similar to the sail from the Spinosaurus from Jurassic World the Game. So now I'm going to put in these spikes, and there's probably one more here, and then we'll do the tail later. The tail does have a few spikes of its own. So basically this whole line area here that I've marked out is a darker shade. It's a different color. But since we're not using color pencils, we're just going to shade it darker. Because the Dimetrodon's red and purple and pink colors. So we're going to shade around here. I'm not really shading, we're just putting in the color, but it's a darker tone. That's sort of what I'm trying to say. So we'll continue this along the sail, like that. And add an extra spine. I'm just going to call them spines for now. And the coolest thing about this sail is the spikes are pretty cool, but it's got a very neat pattern that goes across the sail. It looks like a veiny type thing. So I'll put in some little texture to the spikes here. And we don't really need to outline the spines that much because they're quite light in the reference image. So now we're going to put in the it's almost like in some of the boss battle dinosaurs when they have all the electricity type thing. Okay, so now we're just going to continue our little pattern here. You can make up your own one, I highly encourage that. So we'll spread it along here. Make some of them connected. I'm just inventing my own pattern here. Not really following the reference image. So anyways, don't worry if you have a line separating the two connections, because we are going to color this the same dark as the top here that we did. So color it solidly and don't go over the lines. When I was little, people would always tell me that when I would do my coloring books. They would say don't color out of the lines. So we're just going to put this in a dark shade. So yeah, if you guys want to request more dinosaurs, I'm open for more Jurassic World the Game requests. And also, I want to do some ocean creatures, so feel free to request those because I haven't really gotten many of those. In fact, I don't have any currently right now. I did Dunkleosteus, Plesiosaurus, Megalodon, and around 3 Mosasaur videos. So yeah, please request more oceanic creatures because I really enjoy drawing those, and I would love to do some drawing videos on those. So brainstorm, look up ocean dinosaurs that you think are cool, and you can send me a reference image at dannythedinosaurdrawer@gmail.com. That's my email. So yeah, I appreciate if you guys really want like a certain dinosaur, show me the send me the reference image and I will use it if it's good quality. Because that's always my hardest job, is trying to find a good reference image. Because I like to have reference images that are not too difficult to draw. Like a T-Rex facing straight forward is very difficult and challenging to draw. So that would not be as fun as, say, like a T-Rex from the side view or a 3/4. So yeah, now we're done with the pattern here. And what I suggest you do is just put some more lines coming up from the bottom here. I'll take my eraser and erase the lines we don't need. Taking care not to erase the lines we do need. So yeah, it's quite dark here where the back and the sail meet. So we'll shade that in. And the back slopes downward at this point. Dimetrodon is a very deep-chested creature. So the chest is quite large, and then it gets thinner near the hips, and then the tail is just not that long. It's like a lizard tail. That's what Dimetrodon reminds me the most of, a lizard. So yeah, now we're gonna put in his arms. He's got muscular but short arms. They're quite stubby. And we'll put forearm in here. And the claws. Before we put in toes, I always put in the claws. So yeah, those look pretty cool. And now I'll carefully draw a toe around it. Around each claw. And that'll make a foot. So yeah, that makes pretty good foot. And the claws are white in this reference image, so that's why I'm not coloring them in. I usually make my dinosaur claws very dark. Gives them a nice look. So we'll shade here under the arm, and you can feel free to add scales as you go along the way. There really aren't that many scales on this Dimetrodon reference image. I'll put some shading here because the arm is blocking the light, obviously. I'll put the opposing arm, the opposite arm. Right about here. We'll put those claws in. You can't really see all the claws because its legs are basically sprawled out. Not as much as the lizards would be, but fairly sprawled out. So these limbs are looking quite nice. And now I will add a bit of surface for them to be standing on. This always makes the drawing look more realistic, instead of it just standing in the middle of nowhere. And also gives it a good look because it looks like it's the shadow of the creature. So we'll put the belly in now. And here's the midpoint. It's not really the midpoint, but I always call this line It separates the stomach from the back, the midline. Now we'll put in the back thigh. Add a little bit of shading here. And scales, of course. Also, if you all want another video from my Clash Royale, I'm not sure if you all saw my 2 Clash Royale videos yet. You can find them on my channel, but if you guys would like to request one of those, I'm open to requests from Clash Royale or War Dragons, either of the 2. And of course, Jurassic World the Game requests are always open, even though I already have a long list of ones that I still have to fulfill. Okay, Ankylosaurus, I have not done Ankylosaurus from Jurassic World the Game yet. So that will show up soon. Actually, I'm not going to say soon, because soon could mean a few months. So I'm going to erase this foot, and I messed up. So I'll make the ankle a little bit longer. Put in the claws. Now the toes. And then there you have it, a foot. A little bit of shading. I'll add some more scales. Also, I know I've mentioned this, but if you guys want to show me your dinosaur drawings that you've done for my videos, you can post them on my Google Plus community called Dinosaur Art. If you just look up Dinosaur Art, my community is the one that shows up first on Google Plus. So yeah, we currently have, I think, 79 members. So that's pretty cool. Already, I've seen a lot of people posting some cool dinosaur artwork. You can put your own, of course. You don't have to be for my videos at all, but just fun to see other paleo artists' artwork. So now I've added some more pattern here on the back, as you guys can see. I'm just gonna fill this in. So now summer is coming around. Once school's out, I will be able to produce a bunch more videos. So that's when I'll be able to release at least 2 a week. Lately, I haven't been able to release that many, so I apologize for that. And Jurassic World the Game is always releasing new dinosaurs, so I will never run out of projects to draw. Also, some big news is that Pirates of the Caribbean is coming out soon, Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that already. So I'm a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'm pretty sure I'll go see it in the theaters. It's bound to be epic. And then I really am looking forward to next year when Jurassic World 2 will be released. So that'll be really exciting. And Jeff Goldblum's in it from Jurassic Park 1 and 2, so that's also exciting. I'm wondering if they're gonna put Alan Grant, Sam Neill, in the last installment, the well, I'm not sure if it's going to be the third Jurassic World that I've heard some people talking about it. But there's actually going to be a third one coming out. So I'm not sure if they might have Alan Grant show up. That would be kind of cool. I mean, I like Owen Grady a lot more than Alan Grant, just because, yeah, Owen Grady is a lot cooler. But the thing I like about Alan Grant is that he's actually like a dinosaur guy. Owen Grady is more of an animal type guy, like a trainer. So now I'm just putting scales along the body here. And I'm wondering if Owen will be in or Chris Pratt, I wonder if he'll show up in the last installment as well. I'm not a very big Star Wars fan, but I have a lot of friends who are, so we're always debating what's better, Star Wars or Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I do realize Star Wars has a lot more followers and more movies and stuff, and they've been around longer. But just because I like dinosaurs, that's why I like Jurassic Park, Jurassic World better. So I'm sure most of you watching this video would agree with me. So we're almost done. All we have to do is the tail now. I'm going to erase this tail and draw a new one, because the tail is on the ground. The tail may look short, but that's just because it's going off into the distance. It's not straight out, it's going that way. It's hard to explain. Some people don't get some of my drawings when I try to explain them. Also, if you've drawn a drawing of mine and took a picture of it and put it on Instagram, you can have put a hashtag at Danny the Dinosaur Drawer. That's sort of become my official name on everything. It's Danny the Dinosaur Drawer. So we're going to follow this pattern along the tail. And just put in some scales and then we'll be about done with our Dimetrodon. And I've already done a video on Prioritrodon, the hybrid of Dimetrodon. So you guys can check that out on my channel as well. It looks similar to this drawing. It's got the horn, you know, and the sail. And I can't at the moment remember what the hybrid or the other dinosaur was that they collided to create Prioritrodon. I'm not sure if it was Prionsuchus or I'm pretty sure that's what it was. The amphibians are the hardest ones for me to pronounce. I always get the names wrong. Like the dinosaurs I can do pretty well with most of them. So that's more shading, and now we can sign our names. I'm going to sign my name the way you guys like. It's sort of my new thing. I'm not sure if I'll keep it forever, but it's 3Ds for Danny the Dinosaur Drawer. And of course I'll leave the date below here. And I'll zoom out so you guys can see the full image. So yeah, here's our level 40 Dimetrodon from Jurassic World the Game. I hope you guys liked how this turned out. I could put my eraser there so the paper doesn't flip up. So yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, visit my channel to learn to draw the regular Dimetrodon or Dimetrodon and many more fascinating dinosaurs from Jurassic World the Game. So yes, leave a like, comment which dinosaurs, especially sea creatures, which you'd like to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.